You ever be walking through your house, maybe late at night, half awake, checking your phone, and out of nowhere, your cat just drops right in front of you. Not beside you. Not near you. Right in your path. Like a tiny furry speed bump. You stop. You look down. And there they are, just laying there, staring at you like, yeah, I meant to do that. At first it feels random. Maybe even a little annoying. But what if I told you, that moment? It's not random at all. In fact, it might be one of the most honest things your cat ever does. And once you understand it, you're never gonna look at your cat the same way again. Paw Prints Part 1, The Social Flop. I trust you. But don't mess it up. Let's start with something you've definitely seen. Your cat walks up to you, looks at you for a second, and then just collapses. Boom. Like they just gave up on life. Rolls over, belly exposed, legs all loose, looking like they just fainted in a dramatic movie scene. Yeah, that's called the social flop. And no, your cat isn't being weird. They're actually saying something really important. See, cats don't do vulnerability lightly. In the wild, showing your belly is basically saying, hey, I'm defenseless right now. And that's dangerous. Like, really dangerous. So when your cat does this in front of you, that's not casual. That's trust. Real trust. The kind of trust that says, I don't feel like I need to protect myself around you. But here's where people mess up. Just because your cat shows their belly does not mean, go ahead, rub it. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what you want to do. Soft belly, right there, tempting you. But hold up. Because in cat language, that's not an invitation. That's a statement. Your cat is basically saying, I trust you, not, touch me. And those are two very different things. Paw Prints Part 2, The Belly Trap. You played yourself. Now let's talk about the moment that's happened to almost everyone. You see the belly? You think, alright, this is my moment. You go in for the pet. And suddenly, bam, claws, full attack mode. And you're sitting there like, yo, what did I do? Welcome to what people call the belly trap. But here's the truth. Your cat didn't trick you. You misunderstood them. See, showing the belly is vulnerability. But touching it? That's crossing a boundary. Especially for cats that don't like a lot of physical contact. So when you reach in too fast, your cat switches modes instantly. From relaxed to defensive. Not because they're mean. Not because they're playing games. But because you didn't read the room. Think of it like this. Your cat just shared something personal. And instead of respecting it, you rushed in. That reaction? It teaches your cat something. It tells them, maybe I shouldn't relax like that around you. And over time, they stop doing it. So that belly trap? It's not a trap. It's a test. And most people fail it. Paw Prints Part 3, The Roadblock. Notice me. Now let's go back to that moment where your cat lays directly in your path. Not randomly. Not accidentally. Exactly where you need to walk. You step left. They adjust. You step right. Still in your way. Like they planned it. Because they did. Cats are very intentional about positioning. Especially in shared spaces. So when your cat blocks your path, they're not being annoying. They're inserting themselves into your world. Right into your movement. Right into your attention. It's their way of saying, hey, don't ignore me. Maybe you've been on your phone too long. Maybe you've been busy. Maybe you walked past them earlier without noticing. So now, they make sure you can't miss them. And what you do next matters more than you think. If you pause, step around them carefully, acknowledge them, your cat reads that as, okay, I matter here. But if you just brush them off, or move them out of the way, to them, that feels like rejection. Yeah, even something that small. Because to your cat, this isn't about space. It's about connection. Paw Prints Part 4, The Side Stretch. I'm safe with you. Now imagine this. Your cat is laying near you, not on you, not asking for attention, just close. And then slowly, they stretch out. Long body, exposed side, completely relaxed. No tension, no alertness, just calm. That right there? That's one of the highest levels of trust a cat can show. Because stretching like that slows them down, makes it harder to react quickly. Which means, they've chosen to let their guard down. Near you. That's not small. That's huge. And here's something most people don't realize. Cats are constantly reading your energy, your mood, your tone. So when they stretch out like that near you, it can actually be a response to you. Your calm, your presence, your vibe. It's like they're syncing with you, matching your energy. saying, "Yeah, this feels safe." No words, no sound, just presence. Paw Prints Part 5, the dramatic flop. Watch this. And then, there's the dramatic ones. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Your cat is standing there, totally normal. And then suddenly, they just drop. Hard, fast, extra. Like gravity hit them personally. Maybe they roll. Maybe they chirp. Maybe they flick their tail like, "Did you see that?" Yeah, that's not random either. That's performance. Cats are smart. Like, really smart. They learn what works. So if your cat flopped like that once, and you laughed, or gave them attention, or maybe even treats, guess what? They remember that. And now, it's a strategy, a move, a guaranteed way to get your attention. Some cats will even flop, and then just freeze, watching you, waiting, like, "All right, your turn." That pause? That's intentional. They're checking if it worked, and your response decides everything. Paw Prints ending. This is how your cat sees you. At the end of the day, no matter how your cat flops, slow, fast, dramatic, or subtle, one thing is always true. They don't do it for just anyone. That moment? It's vulnerable. It's honest. It's a quiet question. Your cat is asking, "Are you safe? Do you understand me? Can I relax around you?" And the crazy part is, you answer that question every single time you react. Not with words, but with how you move, how you respond, how you respect their space. The soft voice, the slow blink, those little things, they mean everything. Because to your cat, you're not just the one who feeds them. You're not just background noise. You're either someone they can truly relax around, or someone they have to stay guarded with. And every time they flop in front of you, they're giving you a chance to prove which one you are.